housing and we need supportive housing. And I want to make sure that that is not forgotten. Because when we talk about prosperity, I think most of us have a vision of a certain kind of economic development. And there are people in our society who, as that term is understood, will not prosper, but we need to make sure that they do not suffer, that they do not slip behind everybody else. I was very excited to see the commitments to living wage, even though I realize that's a daunting kind of thing to put in a document like this. I'm excited not only because it's the right thing to do, but because that is such an important part of creating the culture that this report is trying to create for the city, where the question that developers trying to comply with Section 17 requirements ask is not how little can we get away with, but what can we do to help? And where individual taxpayers approach the task and privilege of being part of building community with that same kind of attitude. What can we do to help one another? And I would hope that I speak for many people of faith when I say that we commit to being part of creating that kind of a culture. And I would encourage the commitments in the strategy to education and publicity around that, because if the kind of energy and resources that have gone into trying to make us enthusiastic about the Pan Am Games and creative and considerate in our use of transit and other city resources were to go into making us excited about taking care of each other and creative and compassionate in our use of our shared resources, we'd be well on the way to seeing this vision accomplished. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Questions? Councillor Pasternak.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming in. While some aspects of the document are quite strong, do you have any concerns that we're not going far enough?
We can always go further. I think it sounds like a generic answer, but we can never take too good care of one another. And in every generation, we try to do the best we can with what we have and to avoid falling back.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate that very much. We next have Cynthia Wilkie, who I passed over inadvertently from the West Don Lands Committee. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes,